I'm going to access the application as you could do today. Okay, so I'm going to use a free trial account to access the application. So you can, this is the same things you could do today if you want to play with the tool. So this is not a demo about DeepRFP. If you want to do a demo for the tool, like discussing your specific details, etc., you go to deeprfp.com, get the free trial account, and then you can select a demo there, book a demo. So we have a lot of stuff in the new version of the application, but today I wanted to cover agents, which is the one that we have also a kit of tools. Okay, this is from the 3 categories I've showed you before, like chatbots, tools, and agents. You can find chatbots and tools under this section of tools, but we're going to cover how agents today. Okay, so we have 4 agents right now, but again, we plan to implement this in the coming months. And so, really, for the demo or to show you how the tools work, like this is nothing spectacular because the interface is so easy. It's just about you select your agent, you just provide your inputs and run it, and that's basically it. That's the good thing about agents. You don't need to care about anything. Anyhow, we have 4 agents now. 3 of the agents work with compliance matrices, or output a matrix, and then we have 1 agent that does proposals. So let me show you, for example, if you imagine you want to do a compliance matrix. So it's as easy as selecting the agent. You can upload the files. As I was telling you, you are not limited anymore about the length of the inputs, so you can just select whatever you want. You select the RFP, and then you just run the agent. And that's basically it. The agent is going to tell you how it's doing. If you want to check that. If you don't want to keep in this view running the agent, you can just go to the view of agent runs, and here you're going to see what's the status of that agent and how the agent is doing. So right now it's processing. I have here some other examples from previous demos. and so that's it. We can come back here in a few minutes and check how the agent is doing. And also we have so I'm going to show you what would be the output of this agent. Okay, so this agent is going to generate a compliance matrix, and the compliance matrix looks like this file. The compliance matrix is, as I was telling you, this is the output of this agent. Okay, so what you're going to get is your RFP has read it, and then here you have the analysis for the requirements. In this case, it's looking for requirements, it's classifying those requirements and giving you some feedback. Anyhow, this is just an example of the type of analysis you can run with agents. For example, we have another one that is about custom analysis. So you can customize the scope of the agent. So instead of looking for requirements, you can look for anything you want, actually. So you could do a risk analysis, a red flag analysis. You could look for some key data in the RFP. We have that's the by default one, stuff like that, which is this one. But the idea, what I wanted to share is that this idea of you have agents that are going to go through your RFP and provide analysis in a matrix-like form, and you can use this for compliance, but you can also use this for any type of analysis you want, because again, what you are doing is providing the RFP and the instructions to an AI agent that takes that and generates your report. So that's one. And then the other one, which is the one that is actually getting most of the attention right now, is the proposal writing agent. In this case, the agent needs 2 inputs. One is the RFP, and the other one is the winning points, or this can be your documents for like a past proposal, or if you have a brief description of what are your strong points for that particular proposal, you can upload that. And then once you have those documents ready, again, the work is in the preparation, like in the providing the winning points and uploading the RFP. But once you have that, it's just a matter of running the agent. And then again, the user experience is going to be very similar. You're going to get, the agent is going to tell you like how it's doing in terms of what the steps is now, because again, this is going to take a few minutes, and depending on the RFP and the inputs you provide, it could take 10, 20 minutes. But you don't need to worry about anything else. You just provide the inputs, run the agent, go to do something else, and then after a few minutes, you come back and just check how the agent is going, and hopefully for your draft. So in this case, as you can see, the agent is telling you that it's working on your assignment, it's analyzing your RFP, it's structuring your draft, and now it's writing your content, and it's going to do whatever it needs to do in order to provide the draft for this particular RFP. And so while it runs, I'm going to show you like the output of this process, so we don't have to wait. It's basically this type of draft. Okay, so what you get with this agent is you get, of course, a table of content, and then you have for every section, let's say, for example, for the technical section, for every section, what you have is an introduction, and this is sort of the agent giving you notes on what are the winning points that have been used for this developing this section, and also it's going to give you some checks so you can double check that this section actually pertains to this title, which you can see here, and then it's providing you the draft for that particular section based on your inputs, winning points, etc. And so you can get this type of draft that is gonna, depending on your inputs. For this particular example, I use a short RFP and short winning points, so it's like 25 pages. And what we are seeing is like you can easily generate 50 pages drafts, something like that, in one run. And so that's and so that's right now where this particular AI agent is focusing in developing this type of drafts. But so imagine you want to do longer than that. Maybe you can split your RFP into the administrative part and the technical part, and generate the two drafts separately, because you can use these type of agents. You can use these agents for developing sections if you don't want to do a full draft for a proposal. For example, if you just want to do the technical section, you can just upload that part of the RFP, upload your winning points for that particular section. In this case, if you are talking about a technical section, could be your inputs from the subject matter expert or your technical feedback for whatever, and then you can generate that draft for that particular section. So it's not limited to doing full RFPs. You can sort of manage the agent. And anyhow, this is just what we have now in DeepRFP. You can try for free, but this is just an example of what I think it's coming. It's this type of way of working with AI, where you just provide your inputs and forget about anything else. As you can see, the agent has completed the whole process, and now you can have the results here, which is a file that similar to the document I just showed you, that you can always check this in agent runs. As you can see, the two agents we have run have already completed, and you could download the the inputs and the outputs file from here. So this is just the example I wanted to give you on how to run, more than how to run, like a few examples of what you can do with agents. But the main idea here is that I want to share today, the insight is that I think this way of working with AI makes much more sense for proposal professionals because of the reasons we have talked about. And also the idea that these agents can be highly customized, like for your particular use case. So maybe you have particular instructions for a draft, or you want the agent to develop the draft in your template, following your template. That can be done. Also, you may have, like, for example, we have now one in the pipeline that is going to implement sort of a color reviewer on your proposal. So you could upload your proposal and get a full review, not only because we have one tool that does this, that's color reviews, but instead of having to do like one section, a couple of pages every time, now you could get a full report on your color review for that particular proposal. So that one is coming. But anyhow, many use cases. We are going to invest hardly in strongly in this agent section of the DeepRFP kit, and so expect more agents coming from in the coming months. As I was telling you, the same thing I've used today in this demonstration is available for you to take. So you can just go to deeprfp.com, create a new account for the free trial, and you can use everything with no limits and all the agents, every feature in our elite plan for free. And also, because I see some known faces here, even if you had a free trial for the old RFP, you can just create a new account for this one. It runs a different web application, so everything is fresh new. You can create a new account and go check again, especially if you're familiar with the tools already, focus on the agents. There is also, because I've been telling you about the inputs you provide to these agents. For example, for the proposal, right there, you're going to provide an RFP, of course, and then your winning points. And your winning points can be your strong points for this proposal in a document that you write, or maybe an email or a valid list or whatever, or could be a past proposal. Like if you have a past proposal that has already some good content, and you want to use that content for this RFP, you can upload that past proposal as a winning point. But besides the inputs for the particular run, the agents are going to also take into account your overall company information, and you can set up here the capability statement of your company, the background, sort of the highlighted projects or whatever, the background of your company, the story of the company. Then you have the possibility to tweak the style of the writing. So we have a different ones that are by default here, but also you can customize the style. So you could basically provide some examples of your past writing and say mimic this style, and the agent is going to take also that input besides the winning points, and the RFP is going to take that input and going to adapt. And also for the analysis, this tab here is for what I was telling you, like the analysis. There are some analysis that can be customized, and so you can here define the scope of that analysis. So for example, here I have the risk analysis, so you can run a risk analysis based on the PMP practices on any RFP, and you get this type of matrix-like report, which is focused on risks. And this can be highly customized, like if you care about only a particular category of requirements, or you want to do, different things for the analysis. So I was just wanted to tell you that besides the inputs you provide to the agents also can take into account your whole context that you set in this section. You can, sort of finish the live event here if there are no any other questions. Again, if you want to check any of the tools, AI agents, play with the tools with no limits, with all the features available, because we have, different plans, different pricing plans. You can check that on the website, DeepRFP.com. So the free trial involves everything that is in our elite plan, which is our top plan. So you will have the opportunity to check everything we have during 7 days with no limits. So do that if you are curious about the agents, the tools, etc. And then if you just want to keep aware of what's going on in the industry, getting some insights, and still not ready for trying any tools, you can get into my newsletter at justcarting.com that I send a couple of emails every week there that are about, the status of technology and proposals, also how to do better at proposals overall. Like sometimes it's not about tools or artificial intelligence, just about proposals, stories, also share some job opportunities there, and some other useful stuff, of course, for free. So that's also a resource that if you are more into getting insights, that would be the next step.